Hi everybody, Dr. Laina here, and today I am going to go through one of our famous all-in-one routines with you. I'm a chiropractor and a posture specialist, and this routine, if you do it daily, you're going to notice an incredible difference in your posture and of course in your overall flexibility and strength. So all you need for this is a chair. And you can use, depending on your flexibility, you can use the back of the chair for this video or the seat of the chair if you're more flexible. So I'll start off on the back of the chair demonstrating, and I'll try to mix it up for you and give you different options depending on your level of flexibility and fitness. So we're going to start with our feet. I'm going to take mine that's probably about 2.5 to 3 feet from the chair. You might want to be a little bit closer because I'm kind of long. You can move them in and out as you need to. They're about hips width apart, your feet, and they're facing forward. And so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to shift my weight into my heels. And as I shift my weight into my heels, I'm just going to round my back. So I'm feeling my lower abdominal muscles push in against my spine while my weight's in my heels, and I create this beautiful arch in my spine that feels amazing. And then we're slowly just going to roll your weight forward to your toes. As you roll your weight forward, you're going to pull the center of your chest up, creating a little bit of an arch in your upper back, feeling that down the front of your back, looking up if you have the flexibility to, with your shoulders relaxed down, keeping your shoulders relaxed as you wave your body back, just nice and slowly into your heels while you create that nice arch in your lower back. Then waving it back forward, heels, sending the weight to your toes as you pull up your sternum, relax your shoulders, and just one more, taking your weight all the way back so your buttocks are going backwards. You're really contracting those lower abdominals to help create that arch in your lower back as you drop your head, and then coming through your arms, looking up, letting your eyes be the first thing to travel upwards as you pull your sternum up, relax your shoulders, and then just one more time, we're going to go back, but we're just going to stop in what we call our lengthener position. So we're just going to stop in our neutral spine. So it's not rounded, it's not extended, it's flat. We're looking forward, our weight's in our heels, our buttocks are traveling backwards towards the back wall. So you may feel a nice stretch in your low back, the back of your legs. Sometimes you'll feel the stretch in, or your hips. And we're just going to hold this lengthener position. From this lengthener position, we're going to do a little bit more core work. So all that I'm going to have you do is turn your right hand over, and if you can, we're going to raise it for a count of 3 and put it back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Raise it for a count of 3 and put it back down. And last one, we're just going to raise it, noticing how much more low back effort it takes to do this, putting it back down, and we're going to switch hands. If you find this hard to do, just simply turn your hand over and don't worry about lifting your hand at all. You may find that too much, trying to make sure this isn't causing you to lift your shoulders or round your back. Your weight's still in your heels as you're feeling really relaxed, feeling the core muscles and the muscles in your back turn on. Last one for a count of 3, putting your hand back, and now we're just going to rock. So we're just going to rock forward and back, keeping our hands up, forward and back. We're just going to keep the rocking going. So our pelvis is going back and forwards, noticing that we can probably get a little bit deeper now. As our weight goes into our heels, our knees can probably bend a little bit more. You notice I'm not rounding my back as I come down. My back is staying nice and straight as I'm rocking to my toes and then rocking back to my heels. And then last one, we're going to rock to the toes, and we're going to get stopped in a lengthener position. So we're just going to hold it here, and we're going to take one of our arms and we're going to reach under and grab, if you can, the opposite calf. And all I'm doing is I'm looking under my armpit, getting a great stretch of a twist through my lower back. My weight's still largely on my heels. Breathing, relaxed, enjoying the stretch as you lengthen from the top of your head out of your tailbone, and we're going to switch sides. One side always feels so much better than the other for all of us. So you can pull on that shin, on that right shin with your left arm, just to increase the stretch slightly if that feels good for you. Just getting a little safe rotation in this spine. turning our head as well, looking under the armpit. Putting our arm back up. Now we're going to raise ourselves up really slowly through our heels. So if you're capable, take your arms off for this. Otherwise, leave your arms on the chair. But if you can, take your arms off, keep your weight in your heels, and pull yourself up. On the count of 3, you'll really feel that work in the back of your legs and in your buttocks. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit more leg work while we open up those hip flexors. So I'm going to have you use your chair for support. And all that you're going to do is you're going to take 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. So you can see I'm up on my back heel. My toes should be pointing forward. My front foot is flat, and I'm going to shift about 80% of the weight, if I can, into the heel of the front foot. So that's how you would do a proper lunge. That's what's supporting all of me, feeling the work in through this area as I shift the weight, but my body stays aligned. And now all I'm going to do with the weight in the front heel is I'm going to bend that back leg. So I'm going to bend it a little bit, bring it back up. So you can make this just a micro bend. If you're new to this kind of motion, if you're a little bit stronger, you can certainly do a deeper bend, almost like a lunge, and come back up, pulling up through that left heel. Oh, you can see I have a little wobble. 2 more. Pulling up. And last one, so we're going to bend it down. And as I pull up, and I'm pushing through that left front foot, I'm going to hold that back leg straight. And I'm just going to deepen my lunge slightly, feeling a lovely stretch through the hip flexor on the right-hand side of my body. If I'm really flexible, I can take that right arm up and increase the stretch by leaning off to the left. One more deep breath, keeping those shoulders relaxed, coming back up. Now we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to stay on this side of the chair just so you can see my feet better. But you probably want to switch to the other side of the chair just because it's easier to hold on. But I'm going to take my right foot forward and my left foot back. Again, I'm up on my toes. Now my weight is all in my right heel. So the majority of my weight is supporting my body in my right heel. My body is upright, so I'm not hunched at all. I'm not leaning forward at all. My shoulders are relaxed. As I relax into this position, possibly already feeling a pretty good stretch in through this right hip flexor. And now we're just going to do our knee bends. So we're going to bend it slightly. And again, you can do a micro bend. So just a tiny little imperceptible bend, and you'll feel the work even in that. Or you can do a deeper bend. So just 3 more. So we're going to go down and up again. Every time I come up, I feel that coming up through my right heel. And last one. We're going to go down. We're going to come up, and we're just going to hold it there and just breathe. If you're flexible enough, you can take that left arm up and lean it over. So reaching that left arm up to increase the stretch down this hip flexor. Coming out of that stretch, and now we're just going to turn it around. So I'm going to have you turn around, and I'm going to have you put your hands on the inside of your chair. So we're going to turn our palms forward. If you can't quite do that, you can rest them on the back of the chair. But if you're able to, just rest them on the inside of the chair. They can be a little bit wider or a little bit narrower, whatever's comfortable. But just really making sure that those shoulder blades are down. The ears have relaxed away from the ears as we're doing this. Keeping our head floating up as we're opening up our chest this way. If you're able to, you can lean forward just slightly for a second, opening up that chest, taking a few breaths, coming back. And now as we're in this position, I'm just going to have you take your right ear your left ear to your left shoulder. I'll turn a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Then we're going to take our right ear over to our right shoulder. And just one last thing. We're going to look over our left shoulder, really feeling that down the right arm as I turn towards the left, and on the other side. Really increasing, opening up that chest from all those hours we spent at our desks. Relaxing, roll your shoulders up and back, shake your arms out, and have a fabulous day. So I would love your feedback on this video if you found that helpful. Please, if you did enjoy it, I'd appreciate it if you'd press like or subscribe to our channel, and have a fabulous rest of the day.